Hello.
Hey yo.
I'm putting on my cloak. I'm gonna choke myself by accident. I don't need to keep wearing the cloak, but I am. At least for a little while.
It matches the aesthetic.
Hi, girl.
So how has everybody's Storyteller Hearth been going? How are you? We are stream number 8. We are past the halfway point for the event, so...
Woo!
Was break stream number 2 the halfway point?
Yes, that's why I said we're past the halfway
It
point.
should be an iconic halfway point. Totally PG discussions that contribute to the well-being.
I mean, everything seemed perfectly friendly until the end of the stream, and then war broke out.
Things got aggressive really quickly.
That's how it be sometimes. Look, I am, as my subtitle says, I am a fan of Rowan's base.
Justice for Rowan. Hashtag justice for Rowan. I caught it in 4K.
Mm-hmm.
4K.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know my camera did 4K.
Mm-hmm. I love 4K, baby.
I'm excited to actually get some work done. Because I feel like yesterday I was so focused on making it in time to D&D, and then I was sleepy in the evening, and then I totally wasn't awake for things this morning, so it's afternoon now, so I can get stuff done, hopefully.
Nice.
And my plan.
Sorry, my plan for our sprints this stream is at the 15-minute mark, we will do a half-hour sprint. So, all 3 hours.
Okay. I'm cool with that. What are you working on, Cody?
I'm actually currently washing fabric for a outfit that I'm making for me and my buddy's convention next year. But I'm actually going to work on the mock-up during the sprint so that way I can fit it to him and get the right measurements and then make it out of the fabric I'm currently washing. Because the fabric store is closed tomorrow, so I said, if I just get 6 yards of fabric, I'll be fine. And it was on sale, so...
6 yards should do it for most costumes.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.
What are you working on today, Shannon? Chat, please go ahead and let us know what you're working on while Mikuhus share their projects.
I'm working on the 3rd short story and an 8-part short story series that I'm writing. I'm revising on it. So I've written all the 8 stories. I'm just revising now.
Nice.
Fair.
Is there a theme to the short stories?
It's loosely connected. So it's in my fantasy world that I've created. It's a secondary Earth trope. So much like ours, it has elemental magic. There's 8 magics. And so each of the 8 stories is based on one of the 8 magics.
Nice.
And
I like a good anthology.
Yeah. And it's romantasy, so there's love interests and stuff. So that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna go first. I will be critiquing a novel from my critique partner. I am currently on chapter 5 of 18. I did take my migraine shot a couple of days ago, so I've basically been going between I can lock in getting like several pages done in a sprint, and then also I just read that sentence like 8 times. So if you see me not focused, I'm having a moment and I just need to let my mind wander because
It'll come back,
So
probably.
yeah, it'll come back. it'll go on vacation and then it'll come back. Also because I had my hair layered and it has all grown back, so now it is very heavy. So I'm experimenting with different productive ponytails, trying to find one that's not going to pull on my scalp.
How was the Dead Mom anime hairstyle?
It was fine. It's just going to be too distracting. Anything I do over the shoulder, I'm going to spend more time playing with it.
I have my hair clip. Well, I thought I had it at the ready, but now I can't find it. So I guess it's not at the ready too. If I need to my hair.
I had the idea for a solution. My daughter, I recently got her this metal hair clip from Hot Topic. Yeah, the rat, and she named him Jerry. He like looked really cool. He had like a red guitar, and I was like, oh, he'd go with the outfit too. However, apparently he broke.
No,
she's very sad about this. It looks like the like part of the clip that dips this way, what isn't reinforced very well. So we're gonna try to fix him with super glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CB, go ahead, share what you're working on, and then we'll catch up with chat.
I'm working on chapter 2 revisions of my gay dragon novel, Storm's Heir, which is a queer romantasy novel. And I am rewriting a large section of chapter 2 because I did not know the POV character, Jason, when I started writing this chapter. Because he wasn't a POV character in the original outline or the original first couple chapters I wrote. So I'm going back. When I wrote him, I was like, it's a prince, and the emperor's a bad guy, and I didn't really know more than that. And so now he is a fully fleshed out person, fictional person, and so I'm going back, and I was like, for the commentary and the way he would react to things, like the general beats of them going there and fighting a griffin is the same, but it's just so much would have to be edited. I'll just rewrite it. And then that will be revised and everything. So I'm doing that. I just, on Sarah's stream, had gotten to the point where the fight has begun. The soldiers have advanced. And so my writing pace, I know, will pick up because I write fight scenes quicker than a lot of other scenes. So that's what I'm working on.
Awesome. Shanon said hi. Eva, hi. Hey, Alice. Jessica is supposed to be working on Bloody Books, but hasn't felt like it today, so she's moving work to death indiscriminate. We've gotten a lot of progress done on Bloody Books recently, though, so, it's chill to just do what your brain has to do. Jessica said, also, fun fact, I know of 13 characters so far that I have named in this story that are employees and not managers, aka the people stuck in the computers and the one saving them.
Nice.
So you've named 13 characters? How many are there in total?
There was like 30, if I remember correctly from chatting.
I do not remember.
But I might fully just be incorrect.
So I misread this as super late, and I'm like, we literally just started. And then I was like, oh wait, supper 8.
9 minutes late.
Read it the same exact way, Sam.
Belly full, eyes closed.
Super late, belly, what?
Go take a
belly full, eyes closed, man.
Go take a food coma.
Yeah. Food coma.
I have Stormageddon, Dark Lord Wall, joining us today. I don't know if you guys can actually see her.
The way she's positioned reminds me of the mystery click and find games.
Yeah.
If I move over like this, it looks like she's perching on my shoulder because this is such a casual way to sit.
So cash.
So cash.
So cash.
She might be visiting us today because she has realized I'm awake and talking to the computer, which is not her. So when I got up after the break stream, she was doing little circles around my chair. So that might be returning. But yeah, we love her for it though. So yeah, that's what I'm excited for. Actually, no, I'm excited to work, but I'm always excited for existence. Yeah. And I repeatedly love that Cody has to remind us he's not kidnapped because you do look like you are.
Yeah. Every time.
Yeah.
Because I'm not kidnapped.
You
I'm
need,
here
you
of
need
my
a
own
poster.
volition.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
You need a poster or a whiteboard.
Hey, can we get a poster? No,
But
no,
like,
no,
if
no,
you
they
get
say
the
no.
if you get the whiteboard, it has to say things like ransom expected and
Fully. It's like fully like totally not kidnapped, ransom expected, ransom paid, due date, location.
Countdown till
Yeah,
date
December.
his
countdown.
last escape attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or like, so this many days without an escape attempt.
Yeah. Honestly, I do kind of want to get a whiteboard down here just because it would be fun. Because this is our gaming room, like my crafting room, etc. Just
The
so I can
background
have
looks
fun
like a
stuff up there.
whiteboard.
Well, you would notice there are children's drawings on it, so one would
I did
assume.
not quite notice until you pointed it out.
Yes.
I assumed it was like scratches on the wall or something.
Yeah, it's my claw. It's my escape attempts. Yeah. This one was particularly bad. I tried circles. It just didn't work out.
Oh, so it's not like your head was running into the wall trying to get through.
Yeah. I'm trying to circle, bash. Nope. Dang. Circle, bash. Nope.
So I was fully wrong
Jessica,
in the memory, which surprises me.
She said there's 200 employees that have been trapped on the computers. One that wasn't and is freeing them. One daughter of one employee, one antagonist. There are a lot of people in this story, and I plan on freeing 10 people before just overall legally freeing the others. I thought that was going very differently, where it's like, yeah, I'm going to free 10 of them, and then the rest are just going to die.
I was going to say, like, what about illegally freeing the others?
I'd want to ask, like, is the intent to name all 200 employees?
I don't think so.
That's a lot.
That would be, yeah. I currently have a master list of every single person I've mentioned in my book, and it is 72 people long. And a good chunk of them don't have names. They just have like the stable girl or the waiter, which they don't need names, but I have like small descriptions just in case they do come back later in the series. And then I have characters like nobility who need 3 fucking names, which was my own decision, but I will stand by it because it's fun.
These are the consequences of her own.
But naming characters is so difficult for me. But it's fine. I have so many Pinterest boards of like, these are names starting with the letter L that are 2 syllables.
That no was so strong. Jessica added a period. She's like, no.
No, she's not naming.
Like, I absolutely could not think of 200 names. I just have a list of John Smith type of vibe.
Yeah.
Relatable.
That would not be unrealistic to have several of them have the same name. You mean Jerry? Jerry from accounting? No. Jerry over analytics.
Or all of them having the same first letter, because I worked at a place where there was 7 J names. And I was like, some of you got to swap it up. Like,
just go back to my childhood. It's like, oh, that's Samantha O. That's Samantha N. That's Samantha L.
There was, for my college, the 3 worker, like the 2 professors and then like the assistant or organizer, they were all named Steve. They were all named Steve and they were all queer, and 2 of them were married to each other. Which is fantastic. We loved it. It was so funny. They're called the Steves.
There's a female comedian who I think had 2 Steves sitting in the front of her in the front row. And they were wearing
I was literally about to bring that up. The comedian, she has red hair.
Lucy
yes,
Darling.
yes.
She was There were
Yeah.
two gay men who both of their names were Steven, and they were wearing almost like the same outfit, except
outfit.
one shirt was black and the other was just a really dark blue.
Yeah.
But and she was like, "What are your names?"
Even had the
And they're
same
like,
job title.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Yeah,
and
they
the
worked
other
at the
one,
same company with the
Yep.
same job title and had the
and they're
same
the
name.
same desk.
So I'm wondering,
Wow.
is this the Steve and Steve from your company?
The same guy, or are there two?
I mean,
Are there two pairs of
Right.
Steves out
I mean,
there?
this is my college, so associate
No.
professor
Well,
would be the title.
No, they were like engineers or something like that. I can't
yeah,
remember.
no.
Something
they were
technical.
high up, like at not SkyWest. It was some airplane. It was like
I'm gonna
Southwest.
find it. I'm gonna find it and share it.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I think the comedian's name is Lucy. So
Lucy
That sounds
Darling.
right. Yeah.
yeah, so I should be able
I
to
love
find
her.
the
Like
skit.
Wendy Darling.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Y'all are seeing behind the thing. Yes, my child.
How could this happen?
You're what?
I like that we both gasped.
I think
Like,
it's the appropriate reaction to be dramatic.
I
Huh?
love being dramatic. It's so fun.
What do you want me to do about it?
Every expression I make looks a little bit goofier with this makeup on, and I think that's the way the world should be.
Julie.
Every time someone has me do something at work, I get
No,
and I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I do a little grumble, and I'm like, I'll do the work. I just want to be a little dramatic about it. It's gonna get done. It's gonna get done right.
All right.
I just want to do a little grumps.
Sorry, I was being distracted by my adorable child. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I had to make sure that I didn't unmute and cause a reverb hell.
I see.
Yeah. Having to explain. I have to explain certain terms to my husband so that he gets my jokes.
Thanks. Muting me.
So how did everybody do that sprint? I want to say a full page done. I'm in the bottom third-ish of page 2. This is very, text-heavy pages, so did pretty good.
I got 295
5.
words written about. I went back and added a little, so it's like a rough. But I also think I got some eyeshadow in my eye, so that hurts actually a bit.
Easy. Yeah, there's a stream earlier where I got like an eyelash or eyeshadow or something in my eye, and you see me doing this as I'm trying to solve the problem.
But I'm in the fight now, but I'm juggling a lot of people. And ground. So I'm like, okay, Jason's running over there and all this stuff is happening and he's still running over there, which means I have to make something more interesting in his running over there. Because this is just, he's sprinting. All of this stuff is happening. He can't get there in time. And I'm like, okay, I need to add a log or something in his way.
He's got a trip.
No, walk over it, but yeah. Because it's the time, or I need to make it clear how far he is in it, more in advance, because I'm like, yeah, they're circling around, and I'm like, okay, he's taking forever to get from one side to the other, or forever on page, not actually forever.
Yeah.
That's what I got done. What did you guys get done?
Shannon?
267 words of revision added.
Nice.
Cody?
Cody?
I have moved fabric from the washer to the dryer. I have acquired a second beverage.
Hey.
He's also summoned the sun behind him.
The sun's been here.
I didn't see the sun earlier, so.
Yeah. Hold on. Can I? No. Oh well. Yeah.
Okay, leave the sun there. It's fine.
Yeah. It's just because there's normally a booby light here, but the cover's taken off. So, and then I have not cut out, but I've freaked out the next piece of
Okay, I also have a small sun back there, except mine kind of looks like cartoon eyes staring.
I have a line of the sun.
Stevie has the actual sun.
Yeah, I do have.
If I sit right, it looks like behind me is a sun, like a halo.
See, I think earlier you were blocking it, is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's check in on chat.
Yeah.
Jessica is working on the 10 because they have to be unique personalities and environments because they make their own perfect place to cope. Fair enough. I shared part 1, the first part with Lucy Darling and the Stevens, and then the second part. So, because they came to a second of her shows.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lisa said, hello, friends. I disappeared, but it was to fight my computer and update it. And one of my updates had not happened in 400 days. That's fair. Sometimes you can only put them off for so long before they're like, I'm going to do it anyway. Rita is popping by to say hi, and Smoochie's the likey. Oh, you flirt, you. Just had dinner and planned a little movie time with the hubs. Happy sprinting. Well, go enjoy your time with the hubs, Miss Rita.
I should be on with me in the morning.
Oh, sure. Rita will be at Shannon's stream tomorrow morning, which I have the schedule right here. Will be at 8 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
So.
That the update and disappearing does remind me. My laptop decided to update from Windows 10 to Windows 11 without my consent in the middle of a D&D game. I was
so
quite
sorry.
literally narrating. We were doing a battle, and then everything went dark, and then it said updating, and I was like, "What's happening? What's going on?"
And
And
the
then it just,
world imploded.
and then it
Mhm.
said, "Congratulations, you're now in Windows 11." I was like, "I
I didn't
didn't
ask for that.
want that. I didn't. Okay. Where's all
I
my
did
things? I need
not
all my things back."
agree to this.
Mhm.
It is my bad guy's turn, and I need to go now. I've been using like my tablet. Luckily, I had it, but I was just like, what is happening?
Mhm.
How dare you?"
Yeah. I constantly am dodging. Like, do you want to update? And I'm like, no, I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah. And then it's
I'll
like,
tell
"When
it
aren't you?"
no. Usually my updates finally happen because I'm laying in bed and I don't feel good, and it'll be like, do you want to update? And it'll have the thing, and I'm like, yeah, and then I'll take my remote and turn on my TV instead, and I'm like, fine, I didn't want to sit up anyway.
Like, I guess while you're not being used, just update.
I am pleased by the amount of progress I was able to get, because I did not actually think that I would be able to do like more than a couple paragraphs. And I'm like, I'm already a page.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I got less than I thought I would, but that's fine. It's fine, I say with tears streaming down my face.
okay.
It's fine. It definitely took me a second to like get into the vibes.
I think this is a seasonal transitional weekend, and it is making everybody I know really lethargic.
Nah, I'm always
Yeah.
but I was like, why am I so tired? Like it's like it was like 4 o'clock or whatever. I'm like, oh, because I like fully closed my curtains and turned off the lights for the vibes of the
You're a parrot.
sprint. So I went and like pulled back my curtains, turned on the lights, and I'm like, oh, I feel so much better.
Because you are a bird. That is like,
Yeah.
you're not a
Truly.
cat, you're not a dog, you're a bird. So
I get wings. I'll take some wings. I don't really want a beak.
that's fair.
I don't know, man. Beaks, you can do a lot with them.
No,
Act one's been done.
Yay! It does matter.
Congrats. It does matter.
Yeah.
Any way you're marking progress matters to us.
Yes.
Yes.
So but I did get a VA energy and I drank it, and that probably won't help, but I drank it and it tastes good. So.
Sometimes it's all that matters.
A lot of the time, that all that matters. But so I'm continuing the fight is what I'm writing, which is it's fine. It's fine.
My brain was like the fight to stay awake, and then I was like,
I
no,
know,
she's
I was
writing
like-
an actual fight scene.
That too. I am
I also
looking at myself and getting more clown makeup now, just from the nose, or like Labrador, or not Labrador, Dalmatian, with the eyes.
okay.
You're a skeleton, you're fine.
Now that I'm in all the light, but it's fine.
With most of the hosts being in a later time zone and there being dark clouds outside my window, I keep forgetting it's not actually late where I am. That's fair. It's only 7 here. This is just my curtain is just very dark to block out the sun so that none of us get blinded.
It's 8 o'clock here, and I'm in a windowless room.
It's 7 where I'm at, but it's dark outside.
Because you've been kidnapped, Cody.
Windows?
Where were you at?
Windows? We're getting. Okay, so I heard we're getting windows in here.
Oh.
Kind of hearing people complain about them.
It is 5 o'clock. I am on the West Coast. And I'm just sleepy because I'm sleepy. There's no further reason. I'm a sleepy person. Oh, I should probably take my next dose of ADHD.
Last night was the first time I had to turn the heater on instead of the AC.
Mm.
I'm jealous.
And like I could tell that I was nice and toasty because when I woke up, I was not under, like, my bottom half was not under a blanket. It was just under dogs. So like one dog had one leg, the other dog had the other leg. And then like I've got the comforter up top, and I'm like, the hell is going? I move my leg, and my dog like wakes up and she looks at me very concerned. I'm like, I'm wearing very fuzzy pants, Vi. I'm not freezing to death. I promise you. And like I had to comfort her back to sleep because she's just like, mother, where are you taking your leg? You're going to freeze to death without me, mother.
The cold and the dark and the dangers.
You say you're not cold. I disagree, mother.
Mother, you are
I
not
shall warm
200
you up
degrees.
myself.
You are freezing.
And I shall warm you myself.
I asked the children, I was like, was it warm enough upstairs? They're like, my oldest goes, I don't know, I was asleep. I'm like, that's fair. The other two were like, we were warm, Mom, it's fine. Which, hot air rises, so it's a lot easier to warm the upstairs in the winter than it is to cool it in the summer, but yeah.
Yeah.
For my last, like, for growing up, I always had the warmest room in the house, which sucked because I always wanted the, like, I really like the cold in my room. But now in this house, because I have a Norn set up in my, so I have a cloth that comes to, like, covering most of my doorway. It keeps the cold air in here, which is very nice. I don't know how it works, but it does, and that's all I care about.
I love the cold. I will actually open up my window at night because I'm just like, ooh, I get to be under my like weighted blanket with my fan on, and it's just I got like this new sleeping mask with Bluetooth, like little earphones to like, so I'm like, ooh, I can play my little video. I can be in the nice cold. I'm in heaven. And then I sleep for 13 hours, and I'm like, why am I so tired?
When I overslept. Hold on. Some Deep Mystery said yes, but for a chunk of the day it was Huston Europe, and at one point I looked at my clock and was surprised it was only 1 p.m. I kind of imagine that you might be in a weird time thing if you're like, because for me, because of mom stuff, I don't join until like mid-afternoon, and then I'm here all night. But like anybody who's here from the morning onward in the US, you're like, it's the Europeans in their afternoon to nighttime, and then after most of them sign off, the Americans like take over. And for us, it is now afternoon to nighttime. So it's just like you're just in a repeat. It's never morning.
Constant nighttime.
Yeah, it's just constantly afternoon to night amongst the hosts. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. It's always interesting to me when other people are in different time zones to be like, oh shoot, CB has the sun, and here the sun, it is gone. It is dark outside. Like it's sometimes so crazy. Sometimes like in my brain to be like, oh yeah, no, for CB it is bright outside because the sun's still up.
The kind of thing that would, what's the phrase, fry or melt a Victorian child's mind.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The concept of seeing a video being like, oh, it's dark for me, but it's
the concept of seeing a video in general, but yeah, also the sun.
Yeah.
When I lived in Ithaca, I would keep like my window open, the fan on, and it'd be like in the 20s or 30s Fahrenheit, and I'd be like, this is amazing. But I don't do that now because I live in the city, and that's dangerous. And it's hot even at night. Plus, there's also smog.
Yeah,
it's not an open window kind of place. It's fine.
CB is also in Pacific time, but does not get up early.
I don't. No.
My kids sleep late and are mostly grown. That's fair. My children like to sleep late, but I make them go do errands with me in the morning ish. Today, like last night, I texted them before I went to bed. I was like, we're going to go to the grocery store anytime between 10 a.m. and noon, depending on how my migraines are. And they're just like, okay. And then at like 11:30, I messaged, I'm like, who's awake? And my youngest went, I am. And I'm like, wake your brothers. We leave in 30. And she's like, okay.
Arouse the troops. We leave at dawn.
But first, bring me a drink so I may take my pain medication. And she's like, all right. Now, I have to train her better. My oldest knows that when I need a drink for my medication, just to bring me a little bit because I'm not going to drink the full cup. I just, for whatever reason, I don't drink a full cup before it gets cold. So I prefer to just have half cups, right? She brings me like a really full cup, and I'm like, oh, you're drinking this for 8 years.
See, I get a drink and then I put it down and forget about it.
No, not me, man. Like
that now room temperature. So that's why I like the things that keep it cold, because I can leave it alone for 8 hours and then pick it up and it still has ice in it. I'll be like, oh, cool.
Like, this is my second drink of the night. My first drink, I drank by the time we started to the first break.
Mm-hmm.
I have one more in the fridge, which is an energy drink that I just like the taste of.
This is my drink for the day.
What is it?
Well, I mean the streaming day.
Yeah, Sunkiss?
Oh, no. What?
Tram?
This was brisk.
Oh, damn. It looks so orange. I can now, when it moves,
It's very pink in person.
Okay.
It's strawberry watermelon.
It's pink on my screen. So
my screen is kind of orange in general.
I must look really orange to you then with my hair.
The hair is very intense.
And you just are an orange on your skin.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was making jokes about looking like a jack-o'-lantern, and now I'm thinking maybe it wasn't as funny to other people because I wasn't as orange for them. Which is probably for the best, but it sucks with my joke. Yeah. There's probably a setting on my computer I can mess with, but that's too much work.
Yes, definitely. Look at the screenshot I just sent you on your phone screen and not your computer screen.
I was like, it looks perfectly orange when I opened it on my computer screen. Oh, where's my phone? There it is.
Yes, I thought ahead though.
Mm-hmm.
Like how we're all waiting with bated breath for her to.
Yeah.
It is less orange. I might need to mess with my settings. That's a future CB problem.
I'm going to send you just a screenshot of everyone so that you can see what color we are on your phone.
I have two side monitors on my laptop, and both of them are like darker than my center. So like whenever I move windows halfway through, I'm like, oh, why is it so much brighter? Oh, that hurts. It's over here now where it's nice and darker.
Oh, I have eye saver mode on.
Did you turn it off?
I did. Now I'm just bright pink, but I think that might be my face.
Yeah, no, that's just always your face.
Yeah.
You're a very pink individual.
Peel it off.
Yeah.
I think I preferred being orange to being pink, but I don't think I have a choice. For what I actually look like in real life. This is really bright, guys.
Yeah.
Seems like I'm gonna go back to my orange setting.
Right. It's just like, how do I find that setting again? Let me turn that back on.
Menu. Yeah, brightness is at 100. So I'm gonna. Okay, what is Samsung Cinema Standard? I'm gonna turn it to standard. What's dynamic contrast? You guys can't see what I'm seeing.
We have no idea what you're doing.
So that's
the light reflecting off your face changes a little bit, but that's
that's presentable to the universe. Cool. I'm very pink. It's okay.
Ooh, my charging block for my laptop is warm and my feet are cold because the ground here is concrete and it's in the basement.
If it makes you feel better, CB, Cody and I also turn pinker the more we laugh and the less oxygen that gets to our face.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not laughing.
These bad boys are always rosy.
I'm trying to help you feel better, woman.
No, I'm just going to be sad. Wait, it changes color when I go like this at least. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because it's auto color balancing. And
because I'm so white behind. Now I just look crazy.
I mean, I may have thought that aggressively, but you said it.
You thought it so aggressively it came out of her mouth.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay.
It happens. Our brain cells
I
collided
forgot
real quick.
you had makeup on your neck for a second and was about to tell you that I thought you had some dust or something that you needed to clean off your
I
neck.
do have something on my neck. Because it's supposed to be the spinal cord. And then I don't know what this is supposed to be.
Contour to make your flesh look less there.
It's fine. I'm gonna obsess over this. Not right now. But I am. At some point.
I'm sorry that we have destroyed your worldview of your streaming self.
Can I just put a sticky note over my own face and then we can go back to normal things?
It was all because of a dream.
What does the drink look like now, Phoebe? Well, that's very hard. It changes color depending on where my fan is.
It's very funny. I'm taking a picture of my own screen because it's funny just having the sticky note on my face. Smile! Oh, right, because you guys could see my phone come up.
Yeah.
I think my object permanence never developed fully.
I will say that is a trait of someone who has ADHD, so yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, that is an ADHD issue. Object and people permanence. Out of sight, out of mind, which is one reason I have to make sure to reach out to my ADHD friends every now and then.
I did forget that one of my best friends and oldest friends existed for a whole year until I came back for graduation at high school because it was COVID when I was in 11th grade, and then I went to college early, but I came back for graduation and saw him sitting on a bench, and I was like, oh my god, I'm a terrible friend and person. Because fully, neither one of us contacted each other for a year, so it's on both of us, but I did forget.
Yeah. Chat is all relating and agreeing. Yeah. It's once I found out it was an ADHD thing, I no longer felt bad about my friends not reaching. I'm like, oh, it's not their fault they forgot about me. It's not that they hate me. They just have a brain issue. It's fine.
Or what's worse is me and my roommate will all the time be like, hey, did you see the message I sent you? Be like, what message? Be like, oh, the message I sent you, that's like the one I never sent. Anywho.
We had a whole discussion yesterday about marking messages as unread, even after you read them.
Yeah.
So that you remember to go.
That's
yeah,
so
Andrea is a genius for reminding me that is a thing. And I'm like, oh, I got to start building that like when I'm awake so that when I'm asleep, it becomes muscle memory.
Yeah, because there's also me and him. Like we are assuming he also has ADHD, so there's so many times where it's like, oh man, where did I just put the thing that was in my hand? It's like, turn around, look down. Oh, there it is.
I was looking for my phone, and my phone was sitting directly on my desk the other day, and I was like, where is my phone, lifting all the stuff, and it's literally sitting in front of me.
Have you done the thing where you're doing something on your phone, and then you're like, oh, I need to text somebody? So you start looking for your phone in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've done something better. Hey, do you know where my phone is? Like,
oh, that's rough.
I'm looking for my phone and I don't know where it is. And this other person's like, really? You don't know where it is? No, I don't. I just had it 5 minutes ago. I don't know where the fuck I put it.
I've done a YouTube video playing and me looking for my phone as the YouTube video is playing on my phone directly in front of me.
That's right. It doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means my brain was not there. Am I the only one with 9 alarms? Half of them are to make sure I'm not late for work. Nay, you are not. I have
so many.
Just hold it up.
Nope. I have every 5 minutes between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. Mind you, I still wake up at 6:20 to then go to work at 7 a.m. So.
Yeah, as I'm getting ready for the day, I'll have alarms continuing to go off to be like, okay, you should be at this point by now. You should be at this point.
Yep.
so I don't get caught up doing any one thing.
And then I have an alarm on my watch at work, so I know when I have to take my break and when I have to take my lunch and when to go home.
Yeah, and it was never a problem at work because I'm just constantly staring at the clock, being like, or my food service job. I was like, okay, what time is it? What time is it? What time is it?
God, I wish, but no. I'm in a giant warehouse where I don't have access to a clock regularly that I can see. So how about just be like, all right, what time is it? All right, cool, noon. Do. Man, it's been a while. I'm kind of hungry. What time is it? 3:00. I gotta go. So I'm just like, nope, alarms all the time. Boop.
Now, kind of going back to the when you forget to like message people and stuff, my sister and I have this weird thing where we will dream we had a conversation with the other one. And then it's like sometimes I'd like show up at her house and I was like, yeah, we made plans today. And she's like, no, we didn't. And I'm like, I swear we did. She's like, we did not have that conversation. And I was like, well, you committed in my dream, so you're coming. She'd be
Dream
like,
you committed for real you.
Yeah.
she'll be like, well, I'm not busy, so I guess I can go along with this. Or she'll like call me and she'll be like, hey, where are you? And I'm like, you mean, where am I? I'm at my house where I'm supposed to be. Where do you think I should be?
Where are you at?
And she'd be like, you were supposed to pick me up. And I was like, was I now? I forgot to tell me that.
We missed. There was an absence of communication here, but none of us are quite knowing which direction.
We are, as long as it does not interfere with other plans, we are perfectly fine going along with whatever our dream selves agreed to.
It's just you, me, and the two versions of us that live in my head.
Yep.
Alternate reality.
And they made plans for real us.
Obviously, we were telepathic in our sleep, and only one of us is allowed to remember upon waking.
Oh yeah, obviously, definitely.
Oh yeah.
She's got 11 regular alarms. That's just the strength of our sibling bond. Our baby sister has yet to do this.
My brothers.
But one day.
One day.
My object permanence is so strong, I will literally, what'll happen is I will wake up and be like, all right, I have to take my meds before I go to work. Get everything set up, ready to go. I'm like, okay, I have to take my meds before I go to work. Throw on my backpack, grab my lunch bag. What I forget to do, take my meds, I'm ready at work. And I'm like, ugh.
I keep
So
some
in
in
the
my
backpack
car
they
just in
go.
case I need to do that. My car and my purse usually have little stashes.
So now they're just in my bag. So I'm like, every pill I ever have or need in the bag.
That's good. Until you lose the bag.
That is the one that I will say. I've only done that once in the 6 years I've had it. And I fully went, I gotta go. I gotta go back for it.
Yeah.
That's a good record.
Listen, it's a big backpack and I just shove it in my way. And I have too many things that I put in it that my brain just goes, I don't have. You normally don't go in my hand. Where do you go? Backpack. Got you. Shrink. I've made it like the core of my work life. And it's worked out pretty well.
All right. Well, we're going to go into our second sprint. So, good luck, everyone. Hey, yo.
Yo.
So I didn't get a lot done that sprint because my son wanted to buy a game on his VR headset, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that real quick. And then it's like, no, you have to connect your account to the headset. And I'm like, well, why?
But why?
Goodbye.
Wasn't letting me. And I'm like,
Oh,
Uh, I didn't get much done. I laid out the next piece I need to cut out. And then I decided I wanted food, so then I made food. And then I was like, "Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll watch some Critical Role while I cut this because campaign 4 just started." And then I sat here and watched it for the rest of the sprint. So there's that.
hmm. I got 304 words done. The fight is happening. I also thought I was dying briefly because I got really hot, and then like semi-nauseous. But turns out my roommate just turned off the AC. So I turned it back on, put up my hair, and took off my sweater. But I think I'm gonna put my sweater back on because now I'm a little chilly. As it happens. But the child's being kidnapped by a griffin, so everything's going well according to plan. But what'd you say, Sam?
I said I was just saying the same thing as Cody. It's all going according to plan.
I also stood up at my standing desk because my knees were hurting from sitting down so much. But it's fine. But they feel better now that I'm standing.
Good.
I'm like, okay, maybe I should get back into the habit of using my walking pad. I'm not walking right now. I'm just standing here. But little steps, baby steps.
I want a standing desk so bad. I have one at work and I love it.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy that I can set it at different levels. So like if I want to write by hand, I can raise it up a little. So I'm not like hunched over as much. And Lisa, thank you. I have almost taken it off a couple times now, but I'm keeping it on for the rest of this stream, and then I'll take it off.
The constant plight of those with temperature, because like I'm that person too. I'm like hoodie on, hoodie off, hoodie on, hoodie off, hoodie on, hoodie off.
Yeah. I enjoy it chilly, and one of my roommates has a much smaller threshold for what chili is than I do.
Yep.
Higher threshold. So, but it's fine. I say it's fine so often, and I've been not made fun of, but been made aware of it recently. And now I'm like, oh my god, I do say it very often. Every time I complain or make a comment afterwards, I'm like, but like it's fine. Don't think I'm a problem. Don't think I'm like complaining. I am complaining, but don't think bad about me. I'm not a complainer.
Oh, I am. I love complaining, man. It's so fun. I'm also
that I look like I belong to the 9th house, which I think is a Gideon the 9th reference.
That does sound like a Gideon the 9th reference.
I have not read it yet.
But I do understand because I work with people that have a much lower threshold of chili than me. I wear shorts, and it is. How cold is it outside currently? Oh, it's gonna be it's 48. I wear shorts outside because I work in a warehouse. So I'm like, I dress for inside the warehouse, not outside. And like, I do have to go outside, so I leave the giant garage doors open. I walk outside. I'm like, oh, kind of chilly out here. Take out trash. Go back in, leave the door open, not think about it. And everyone's like, could you please close the door? We're all freezing. I'm like, I forget other people don't feel cold like I do. Sure, boop. And everyone's like, how are you not cold? You're in shorts. I was like, yeah, but I'm about to be warm in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. I enjoy being able to wear a good sweater. Sweater, a pant, and a boot. That is my desired. Or if I'm lounging around, I want to be able to wear a hoodie and fuzzy socks. Which are none of these things are cohesive to living in this part of California. So
hoodies, shorts, and shoes that are either boots, Crocs, or flip flops, depending on the weather outside.
Nice. I've been liking I have a pair of high top Converse that are like extra cushioned that I've definitely talked about before. Those are pretty nice, but I do want to get a different pair of like on-set shoes because wearing those for like 13 hours, I'm like, oh, my feet hurt, which probably they'll hurt wearing almost anything for 13 hours. But I'm like, there is better options for this.
Oh yeah, there are much better.
And ones that are like fully a dark color rather than like the white, accents.
Yeah. And there are some shoes I'm sure that are like designed for like long standing.
Oh yeah. What'd you guys get?
I am so annoyed.
Why?
So, because I was trying to buy the thing for my son. Well, he was buying it, but I had to buy it through the parent app, and it just was not working on the app on the phone. It just kept telling me, it's like, no, you have to connect to the headset, blah, blah, blah. So I like went to try it on the website to see like what kind of parental controls I could change to let him buy it. And it just let me do it on the website. No problem.
Oh.
And I'm like,
that's so stupid.
Yeah. I do remember it being easier to mess with stuff on websites than on the actual devices.
Yeah. Sorry, I want to check in with chat. Lisa said, Hi friends. I am now really done with my computer troubleshooting. Turns out I hadn't updated my graphics driver in like 7 years. How's the new driver? Is it good? Do you hate it? Amazing, the PC still works. And for like 7 minutes and it was very stilted, so that's frustrating. Oh, I'm sorry.
Like your brain or the actual writing itself?
Yeah. I guess I hadn't updated it since the initial install. That's fair. And Lisa loves your makeup, CB. Also, thank you for holding down the fort while I finished my momming because I was very frustrated.
Yeah.
But as long as it works now, he's good.
Girl, you're gonna send the desk flying to the side.
The computer overall works better, but the audio was not working. I was just reading.
The computer was still
I set up my neighbor's computer, and like for like the next 4 days she'd text me and be like, hey, can you come by, something else is broken. Hey, can you come over, something else is broken. Hey, this isn't working, can you come over? And I'm like, on my way. Because she's had Windows 7 since it launched, and she just upgraded to Windows 11.
Oh, that's a bit different.
She is not having a good time.
I'm gonna have to ship my laptop to my dad, who's on the other side of the country, because it stopped working. And he's like, I can't help you fix anything else about it unless I'm gonna need to have it in my hands. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lay
down. You could just chill out.
He's got to use the dad magic.
Yeah, he was also in IT for like 15 years before he switched to teaching. And
there's still like
a computer science specialty English degree.
There's still a special kind of familial magic that like lets other specific members of your family do things that you just cannot. Lately, the find it magic has gone to my oldest. Like, if he loses something, I can find it immediately. But now if I drop something or lose it, I will look under my bed and I will not be able to find it at all. And then I'll call him downstairs and I'll be like, I swear I looked. And then he'll just look under the bed and he'll be like, I see it. And I'm like, what?
He got those youthful teenager eyes.
Them youthful eyeballs.
Yeah.
It's so funny because she called me over because her printer wasn't working. She's like, I cannot get this printer to work. I've tried everything under the sun. I just hit Control P print and it started printing. She looked over at me. She goes, how the fuck did you do that? How'd you do that? And I'm like, I don't know how I did it. But then it didn't work, but we figured it out, and I was just
That's
like,
just how it is sometimes.
Magic.
It was like,
I call it the doctor effect.
You had the right like electricity in your fingers as you touched it. You built it up. Static.
Like technomancy. Like I've handled enough computers. I have enough mana to do it.
I was fantasy writer, so let's figure it all out.
Yeah.
my sisters and I used to theorize that just certain pieces of technology specifically want you to look insane. So they won't work for you, but the minute another human comes in and you're like, I swear it wasn't working. It's not me. I'm not incompetent.
What is this technology?
My radio was like that for a while. I couldn't get it to turn off. My roommate, who's a mechanic, got in my car, and I was telling him, like, I can't get my fucking radio to turn off. Sometimes when I connect it to my phone, there's just no audio, and it's so annoying. He's like, just turn off. I'm like, I can't. Watch. Boop, turns off. I was like, you son of a bitch, you're a liar. You're making me look like a fool. And he's just
my laptop across the country, and my dad's gonna plug it in, hit the power button, and it just turns on.
It's gonna come on.
Yep.
It's so expensive for him to hit a button.
I was for some reason for a while when I would connect my phone to the van, it like the typing noise would not turn down. It would not turn down. It would not turn off. So it was just like obnoxiously loud, right? And then I was like with Chris in the car, and I'm like texting, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I know it's so loud, but it won't turn off. And he's like, are you sure? Just like hit the, and I'm like, look, watch. And I turned it off, and it was silent. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, maybe you were just turning the wrong thing down. And I'm like, no, I wasn't, I swear.
I pushed the same button.
Yeah.
Technology's so stupid. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it stupid or is it obnoxiously cunning?
Both. And I hate it all the same.
That's fair.
I'm totally changed the subject, if that's cool.
Okay.
Just as the thought pops into my head, I'm at 7,200 words for this chapter, which is almost the previous version of the chapter was 4,900. So it's a bit of an increase.
Well,
just a little, and it's not done. And I'm like, cool. This better not be a pattern. But it's, yeah. So I'm definitely going to be excited for Sam's pruning of this manuscript when we get there.
I like to prune it.
I like to prune it.
So I'm like, okay, it's almost a 20-page chapter, and I'm not done. And I have a little graph of like my whole book of the word counts, and it's like do, and then it goes up as it gets to the end chapters, and now it's going to be do. Like no.
All right, some of these peaks we gotta knock them down. There's a little too many peaks in this one.
It doesn't actually matter to me the chapters being wildly different lengths. My overall concern is the book is going to end up being too long for the genre standards, because I do want to do traditional publishing. People would be like, no, that's a really fucking long book. But I believe in Sam's ability to help me trim it down.
I also believe in my merciless. This could be more concise.
Oh no, I've lost you guys. Where are you? I went to flip over to the tab, and then I was just in all the wrong areas.
Oh no, that's the worst.
Currently, the novel I'm critiquing is like not quite old man fantasy, but is very close to there. So sometimes I sit there and I'm like, this is allowed to be long. And then other times I'm like, you do not need this whole sentence. Just get rid of it.
Just, what if you just removed it? Ever thought of that? It looks great.
So I'm like, you don't need these, oh fuck, what are they called? Dialogue. I'm like, you don't need a dialogue tag here. Mm-hmm. That like removes 3 to 5 words depending on the dialogue tag.
Yeah, exactly.
I also believe in sentence marriages and sentence divorces. I'm very controlling of sentence relationships. So
You two should get married. You two, get out of here. Just sign
that's
the
what I do. I'm like, marry these two. Yeah, divorce. Divorce! I am responsible for so many sentence divorces.
I already have the paperwork drafted up. All you need to do is sign.
Yesterday, I don't know, I was on some energy because I was like, janitor, clean this sentence up.
Clean it up and clean it good.
For the sentence structure, my most like common, like I know I do like, here's the sentence, blah blah blah, comma gerund, or not gerund, but something ing. So like, she picks up her phone, grinning as blah blah blah. And just over and over again. Or they do blank and blank, comma, verb ing, da 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 da. And I'm like, I need to vary this up in later versions. But it's fine.
I was about to say, these are all fine things in moderation.
Exactly. Yeah. They're totally normal sentence structures, but I'm like, okay, I've been doing the same sentence structure for the last paragraph. This is going to need to be changed later. So yeah. With my makeup, I added the temples in, but I don't think they're at all visible with my hair down. But I think it adds the illusion.
I can see them now that you pointed them out, but before I did not.
Just have a really intense hairline, guys. This is the natural shadow of my cheekbone. Yeah. And my jawline. This is just what I look like. I actually put on makeup every day to look like a normal human. On top.
Yeah, this is TV and I. We've just dressed down.
Yeah,
that's fine. Sometimes
that's how we wake up. Sorry,
me and Shanon didn't get the dress down notice though.
I just started having like a cloud has moved into my brain and it's just sort of lingering there. So I'm like,
we can start another sprint.
At the 15, we have 10 minutes.
Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be finishing chapter 2 because I feel sleepy.
That's fine. You can anybody who is not going to be on screen. Yes, that was correct. Who is not going to be on screen for 3 hours after this could just go get ready for bed this last sprint.
Yeah,
it is fully 6 o'clock for me. I'm not getting ready for bed. I really want to move to my bed or maybe the couch, but my laptop's dead. So I can't. I could write by hand, but no, not right now. Not for my purposes here and now. If I had finished chapter 2, I could continue editing by hand because I have my printout or revising, but I'm not there yet.
But you'll have to finish chapter.
I don't want to sit in my chair anymore, and I realize I'm saying that as I am standing up, but I don't want to be doing this either. I'm going to keep complaining, actually.
But it's fine.
After this stream...
Yeah, it's fine.
But it's fine.
After this stream, the last stream of the night will be Alice. And I am co-hosting on Alice, so I shall be here for another 3 hours. Oh, you too, Shanon. We shall be on stream with Alice.
But we shall not be.
I will be in chat. Whether I will be working or reading fan fiction remains to be seen.
I misheard you. Instead of reading, I thought you said creating.
Creating fanfic? I could be.
Oh!
Actually, I don't write fanfic.
Something wild that I just found out. So the author of Vampire Diaries is not actually the one who wrote the last 3 novels of the Vampire Diaries, because, like, I guess the IP had been... There was some weird things with the copyright and the IP rights when the TV series was made, so the author actually lost rights to their own characters and everything. But because of this weird thing that Amazon was doing so that you could, like, legally rent the rights to write fan fiction about characters and then sell it they did write their intended ending of the series as fan fiction. This is a wild turn of events.
That is so fucked up. But it had to be
That's-
done that way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But like part of the reason, because from what I understand, the publishing house owned the rights to the series and the characters and stuff. And when they were writing the script, they hired the author to write the script for the TV series and stuff. But there was a disagreement with who Elena was going to end up with, and there were some other like plot things that the publishing house and the TV owners like wanted for the series, and the author did not want that for the series, so they refused to write it. And yeah, nobody knows who ghost wrote the last 3 novels.
Oh, so
Well,
their
I'm
name
sure
was
somebody
put
knows,
on
but
it.
like publicly we don't know.
So their name was put
Ooh.
on it even though they didn't write it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Wow.
somebody
Yeah,
ghost
that's-
wrote it.
Ooh.
Drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like R.L. Stein's name is on a lot of Goosebumps, but he doesn't write all of them anymore.
Yeah.
And the Animorph series, like towards the end, she didn't write a lot of those either. So that's like not unusual. But normally it's not without permission.
Yeah,
Usually
that's
the author
crazy.
is okay with it. But yeah, I was just like, bruh, could you imagine losing the rights to your book series and then having to pay so that you could release your ending as fan fiction?
Mhm.
Like, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Studying TV and stuff, that is a thing we talk about in classes. Like, yeah, when you write stuff, you're telling your story, we're also telling someone else's story, and an
Mhm.
executive producer who has knows nothing about story in general can come in and go, actually, no.
Oh yeah,
Like,
so many TV series. So
Those
many
could
TV series go downhill because executive producers step in and they're just like, "Oh, this character, give this character." And it's like, but that's not.
no.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
So.
why, like, this character made a strange pivot. It's like, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, you can usually very obviously tell when the executive producer stepped in, and you're like, "Son of a bitch."
Or when the showrunner changes. For shows such as Supernatural with such a long runtime, they had 4 showrunners, and you can tell in the tone, the way Dean and Cass are portrayed, and then individual writers, like all of a sudden, especially Dean, he's the one that's more malleable, I think, will all of a sudden be like insanely sexist for like an episode, and then go back to being like chill, and it's like, whoa, what?
What happened here?
Because they hired a writer and he thought that was funny. And there's so much, like, people have talked about it afterwards, not people involved in the show, or some people involved in the show, but like you can tell just from watching the show. And like the credits and everything. And I watched some videos about that. And it was super interesting and really fucking depressing. Be like, oh shit, so this story was manipulated in such ways where it's like, oh, that's, yes, the character said that, but that's out of character for the character to say that. It's like earlier with Scott, like hating Styles for thinking he murdered a guy, and it's like, real Scott would totally let Styles finish his fucking sentence. But this version isn't, because, and that's when it, like, stories feel railroaded or something. And sorry, I'm just like getting up on my heart.
No, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
We are discussing story structure and characterization.
And
I'm here for it.
Going into the industry and being like, okay, that is something I'm going to have to deal with in the future. Hopefully we'll have to deal with in the future, which is like a fucked up way of saying it. But like, and then with internships, I can't say much, but being on the other side of like people giving notes and those notes being disregarded, or like who has the power versus whose job is supposed to have say.
The politics of the behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, that's when I think it's Coffee and Colts is the TV. Yeah, Coffee and Colts is, she's a really great one for watching. Like, she'll talk about the behind the scenes stuff that happen with a bunch of different TV shows and different things that happen in Hollywood. And she's a Hollywood insider. So like, she's been in the industry since she was a kid. So it's like you get so much insight and learn so many different things about it. And I love learning about all of that, especially if, you know, as like novelists and stuff, if we ever get lucky enough to have an adaptation of things, it's like, we gotta know how much say. And as hot take as this might be, I think there has to be like checks and balances, because sometimes the authors of books get too much control in a TV series or a movie series and stuff, just because like they don't understand the differences between adapting from page to screen. So
Yeah.
I do think that like there has to be like those checks and balances of like an open discussion and collaboration. But like
Yeah.
they still definitely should have say and
I
like that.
For as someone who writes novels and screenplays, and then has also been told when I submitted my screenplays that like, this is really good, but we can't afford it without pre-existing IP. So can you go write it as a novel and then come back, and we'll see what we can do. And going, I purposely didn't write this one as a novel because it's not for a novel. Like my thesis project, which is a TV show season. I mean, it could be a novel, but it shouldn't be. Not the way I wrote it, not the way I want it to be. And so
that's just so sad too, that the state of Hollywood at the moment is basically like, we can't do anything original.
No,
Yeah.
it's with fantasy, it's been this way for a long time. Like, I challenge everyone to think of a fantasy TV show without pre-existing IP. The only one I could think of was Gallivant, and it's a musical TV show. But there are, as someone who loves both forms, there are different skill sets to writing in both forms, and there are different, benefits you get from telling a story in different forms. And I think someone could be a masterful, amazing novelist and a shit screenwriter. Actually, I think it's very often, if someone just takes a novel and reformat it for screen, that's not what screenplays are. And it took me a while to realize that in my education and growing up and everything, that it's not just a shift in formatting, it's a shift in writing and storytelling. And that even if someone like has studied screenwriting and is adopting their own novel, I do think they should at least have a advisor, assistant, co-writer that is a screenwriter. And they could dabble with novelists as well, but I do think there should be someone else being like, you are so attached to the text you wrote on the page, and that is great. We do need to change things, or we need to adjust them. But having that like balance of power, and that's a big, I think, play for a lot of ego and pride, especially if you spent so long on a writing for a novel and it's done well, going like, yes, that's great as a novel, but it does need to change. Being able to be like, okay, I understand that.
Thank you for coming to CV's TED Talk, everybody.
Yeah, guys, that's my opinion that I'm saying as I'm wearing skull makeup. Hire me. Hire me. So yeah.
You're good.
When I first wrote Storm's Air, I came up with it as an idea for a novel, and then I tried and write it as a screenplay, and that was a clusterfuck. And then I tried to reformat the beginning into novel, and that is what I'm currently doing. Not chapter 2, but like chapter 1 and 3, where that is so much just ripping up sections and putting other things down, being like, okay, idea-wise, yes, but I have a whole scene and Rye isn't reacting emotionally to anything. Because in screenplays, you talk about like especially at that time, the teacher was really hammering it in with that specific teacher. Don't tell us their emotions. Don't tell us what their face is doing. Like, tell us what their body doing and movement and stuff like that, which there is a balance in between there. But I needed to go far in the other direction because I was writing, like, he raises his eyebrow. He would, like, all this stuff that they're like, okay, calm down. This is the actor and the director. And it's
You
definitely
let them decide when
Yeah,
to emote.
the style of screenwriting, what different showrunners like,
Yeah.
different actors, like some actors will go in and just cross out all of those kind of stage directions and then pull their own thing. It hurts my soul because if the writer wrote it, it's probably important. But so when I'm going in and editing like chapter 1, being like, okay, I just need to add emotions here, and like I know what's going on, but that's just, I didn't write it down because when I originally copied it over or wrote it, I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
So.
Me.
Okay, I'll stop now.
You're good. Although there are a lot of original fantasy IPs in TV. They are just older, from like the 80s and the 90s.
Yes.
And a lot of, yeah. So my statement maintains that it's sad that the way Hollywood is going, it is getting harder and harder to produce original content without existing IPs. And it's not just in the fantasy
I think
area.
part of it is with
it's because it's getting, well, there's a lot of factors to it. One is getting more expensive to produce movies and to produce TV shows and everything. And so studios want that like guarantee that they're going to make their money back. Also, with streaming services, and there's just a lot of upheaval going on in the entertainment industry. So,
and then I think it's also a movement away from like, not cheating it, but for fantasy, you immediately think of Game of Thrones instead of thinking like, we don't need all that. Like, I know I bring it up really often, but like Merlin, that is a tiny budget, fantastic show, terrible special effects, but like so much of that show was able to be done. Like, it did not have a big budget in the beginning, and but it's still
they just filmed on location.
Yeah. Find a castle, find a castle and shoot things.
I will say, I know like the average person may think Game of Thrones, Sam.
Yeah, I mean,
I barely watched any of it, and I
was gonna say
sets and way on location and like wild fantastic.
Honestly, when we mention fantasy TV shows, I think of Hercules before anything else. That's not even the kind of fantasy we're talking about. Like, I sat here and I had to think, I'm like, I know of a TV show that's not Hercules and is fantasy. I have to think of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, wait. I have to find a timer.
I've never seen I've tried to watch the first episode of Game of Thrones twice when I was sick and came to the same realization of like, oh, I have to pay attention to this. I'm sick. I'm not doing that. And then I never watched it.
We watched it for a while. I forgot why. Like, at one point, I was like, I'm done.
I did watch the whole thing. I enjoyed some of it, did not enjoy a lot of it. But I love the production quality. It is a beautiful show. Like, no matter what, it is a phenomenal visually show.
Oh yeah, they did. The production did a really great job, and I think there was a point when I saw some foreshadowing, and I said, "I'm gonna stop watching now, and I'm gonna wait until they see." I think it was something with Daenerys, and I was like, "I'm gonna wait to see where her story arc ends." And like, depending on where her story arc ends, depends on whether or not I actually watch the show.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I stopped. I don't enjoy that show because of the incest and the glorification.
Heyo, Morgan.
So
what a way to enter, Morgan. I don't like that show because of the incest.
Lisa likes the shop talk. I mean,
I'm glad.
There are very few fairer statements to be made.
Yeah.
All right, but we're gonna start the last sprint of this stream, and then remember there's one more stream tonight on Alice's channel, which if you're following the playlist, it'll take you right to it. when we get back, we'll do some very fast outros and then end the stream. So,
Yeah.
here we go, everybody.
Oh no, Sam, you're mute. Nope.
Hello.
Hello.
I got a lot done. I'm almost finished. I actually might keep working.
Even as the sprint is over.
I'm figuring out the word count. But
Are we good now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know what happened. But I finished critiquing chapter 5, and I think that's gonna be my last critique, that I do for the night because I am quite tired.
Mm.
But I will be on Alice's stream, so.
Mm.
I got 475 words. That's right.
Yay.
Yay!
I'm so close to finishing chapter 2.
I got. Oh. Go ahead.
What'd you get?
Oh, I got all of my pieces cut out.
Yeah,
I retrieved the fabric from the dryer
yeah.
and have set up my sewing machine. So now, after the stream is done, I'm just gonna whip this boy together for fitting tomorrow because my roommate left to go babysit his nieces and nephews, and he will be there all night.
Fair enough.
Love your use of I retrieved from the.
Mhm.
I retrieved it.
As if I got it. It was like I retrieved it. It was special.
I retrieved it. I don't just get things and grab things. I retrieve things.
Mm. Cool. Are we gonna do quick
Alright.
outros?
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
Perfect.
Go ahead and start us off, Shanon.
Hi, I'm Shanon, writing under the pen name of S.C. Huston, a romantasy author. My next book, A Curse of Wings and Gems, is coming out January 20th, up for pre-order. It just won the International Firebird Award. And I'm also launching Romantasy Adventures, which is an immersive reader experience where the story unfolds through mailed story pieces, artwork, with some online chapters and videos. This is something I sold during my Kickstarter, and it was well liked by the people who bought the experience. And I'm doing the launch in this next week where I'm doing a giveaway where you can enter for $1 or you can do a scavenger hunt to get an entry into a random raffle. And then if you're an author tuber or a booktuber and you've got a channel here on YouTube, you can still join the book and pen Secret Santa with me and Alice. We're the ones running it this year. And that's open through the end of the weekend. And all those links are in my link tree.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
I almost just gave the intro from 5 years ago. The way I almost just said, "Hi, I'm CB Ferrenz, young adult fantasy writer." I'm CB Ferrenz, queer fantasy writer. And my channel is, wow, I haven't done any introduction in so long. My channel is also linked below, where Sam and I do book talks and do Whip Wednesday, which is getting as much done on our whips on Wednesday. I'm currently working on a queer romantasy that I refer to as my gay dragon novel called Storm's Heir. I'm currently done the first draft and on revisions, and you should keep up to date with me. Cody, your turn.
Oh my gosh, hi everyone. I've also been doing an intro in so long. Hi everyone, my name is Cody. I'm a gay creator that likes to make gay shit because straight people have had it too good for too long. I am a multi-talented artist. I make a lot of things. I'm also technically working on a book, but it is so shelved, there's cobwebs forming on that thing. I should really look into it sometime, but the ADHD hasn't picked writing in a long time. You can often find me here on Sam's channel on Mondays, where I join her in various events. Like last week, we had the Flash Ship Free for All. Next week, we had the Let's Talk about Spoopy movie that I cannot remember the name of, and I totally have watched.
Interview with the Vampire.
Perfect, and I've totally 100% seen it. And I'm not panicking about it right now because I just remembered that it exists. Anywho, you can often find me here or my link tree down below.
And I am writing Mom Smith at El Nasset on my channel. I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer parent things. I also help co-organize this event. And I stream all the times they just said that I stream, and I'm going to go ahead and close out because I have to go to the bathroom and be on the next stream. So just click follow the playlist and it'll take you right to Alice. Bye.
Bye.